It's such a great honor to be able to raise funds for Living Beyond Breast Cancer organization.
Yes, thank you, Renee, very much for helping us to organize this event. It's for a beautiful cause, and it's always our pleasure to help people.
And we are live. That's right. It's Fashion Fridays. And my goodness, what a great surprise. Usually for our GW3 Lives, this giant here is all the way in the Philippines. But today, guys, he's right here with us in Atlanta. What's up, Brandon? Woo!
This is real.
It is so real.
You have manifested this. You've been saying, you got to get to Atlanta. You got to get to Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta.
He's in Atlanta, Mr. Cuba himself. You know, Lolita loves saying that, okay? And he wore his absolutely amazing scarf as well as banner for not only being an incredible leader in fashion, beauty. That's okay. Man can be in beauty, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You gotta be polished too.
That's right. But most important, I love how he's been able to impact the world from the Philippines. He was in Miami and now he's in hot Atlanta. How do you do it, my friend?
I don't know about hot. It's a little cold outside today.
Okay.
Honestly, when you have a dream, it is the jet fuel that gets you on the plane to get across and do things. And I recently was awarded this title. This is the #1 pageant in the world. It's called Supranational. And it's a dream come true to make it this far. I've competed in several pageants and finally made it to the top one, ready to give it all I got. And time is it's very limited, you know, and there's a famous proverb that says a crown is not secure for all generations. And when I realized that I'm going to be in the United States getting my title, who lives in the United States and who's a powerhouse, who's a global platform, who's traveling all across the world. So not only being around this incredible being and hearing the stories of, like Egypt and all the places that she's traveling to, Dubai, and just being around a dreamer such as myself is exhilarating. But then of course, when I contacted her and I said, hey, do you know any organizations? She was able to let me know of one of the most epic organizations happening here in Atlanta, which got me even more excited. And it completely connects to what we're going to be doing. The Force of Greatness Tour, I'm currently on a tour here in the United States, going to be taking it nationwide and then international. And of course, the amazing Renee Knorr has ideas and we're coming together and here we are live. And we've done lives on a Friday. It was usually morning for her, night for me, or night for me, morning for her. Now we're together in the same time zone. So,
oh my goodness, got to definitely put some hearts up in the chat for that. You know, I'm so grateful. Not only we're partnering up, you know, I love the fact that what Brandon stands for when it comes down to the men. But, you know, we've recently done an amazing partnership with the Book Bank Foundation. And, you know, when Brandon came into town, I said, you know where we're going to meet up? We're going to meet up right in the home of the Book Bank Foundation. You know, we just finished Bridging the Gap, where we launched with not only phenomenal men, but we've been able to celebrate women for International Women's Month. And my goodness, for styling, putting them together. And you know what? This is a style icon right here for all the men, ladies. Okay, yes, he is. He may have to style me or something like that as well, though. But you know, what was so awesome, you know, what we're looking forward to having is more of our men to come on board with the program as well. And so we would love to also support, your mission of what you do with men was that mental health awareness, but also men need to be styled as well, ladies, right?
I've always believed it's really hard to take good care of yourself and have a very low self-esteem. The more that you polish yourself, the more that you work on personal care. If you ever look at what times that you have been down and out, you don't want to get out of bed, you just want to have the tub of ice cream and you don't care to shower, it goes against your self-esteem. It goes against what you want to do. And it kind of makes you feel worse about yourself. And what I think is something that's very powerful is if you put a man and you polish him up, you give him a good haircut, you clean up his beard. And a lot of times men are not shown that. You know, women sometimes have the mother that can teach him that, but the man doesn't necessarily have his dad that teaches him that. It just we're just expected to know these things. I've competed in several male pageants where I've had stylists come into my team and tell me, you're not wearing that, you're wearing this. And from all of that, I've built my own fashion sense, and now I want to create a fashion line. But when I found out about the book bank and I found out what she's doing for the ladies, I'm like, hey, I'd love to help out the men. Like, why not teach these men who are here on the streets how to feel like a king, how to feel like a representative of themselves, how to brand themselves, you know? And sometimes just wearing a fresh outfit. Y'all remember in high school when you had a party to go to,
Yes.
and you had your parents take you to somewhere to get an outfit or the
Yes.
prom, or because it's like your outfit really determines how you're gonna feel when you're out, right?
Yes.
So I would love to just be a part of this. And we've already discussed, we were talking with the CEO earlier.
Yes.
I'm here to just give them ideas because as my tour, Force of Greatness tour, I was sharing with her, it's about life. If you don't choose to be a force, it'll take you in its own direction. And what does gravity do? It weighs you down. So what do you have to do? You have to have the force of the law of lift, the ability to lift yourself out of your funk in order to move forward. I wasn't always this polished person you see today. I was made fun of in school. I went through a lot of different things. I had low self-esteem for different reasons. I allowed trauma to come into my adulthood and blamed it on all the childhood. But it's like, no, you got to deal with your stuff here too. And sometimes just making a decision to dress nicer can completely transform your life. And one thing too, Renee,
Yes.
when you decide to dress nicer, you choose to be seen. And sometimes a lot of the pain and a lot of the things that you go through, you don't want to be seen. You want to hide in the shadows. If y'all ever see Renee, she walks into a room and she's seen because she knows when she's walking in with the business. She knows that she's walking in with a platform. She knows who she is. And sometimes we want to hide in the shadows. And I used to be a health coach. I would tell ladies, send the black back. Because a lot of ladies just want to wear the color black because trauma makes them want to hide. So I've been saying, send the black back. Come on, bring out the color. So for the men, same thing. I'm excited for this tour and I'm excited for this, but it's just such an amazing thing to have Renee here.
So happy that he's here. You know, guys, we're just having such a really great time. It's all about Fashion Fridays, but you know what? It's about how we're going to keep showing up and empowering others as well. With the Book Bank Foundation, every week, not only are we successfully feeding over 3,000 family, guys, on tomorrow, we also have a women empowerment where it's all about unity, where we're going to be out in the community as well.
Amazing.
And, oh my goodness, it's just a plethora of other great things that we're going to be doing. Make sure you tie in with the Book Bank Foundation. The bookbankfoundation.org. It is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. It's been around for 27 years. 27 years. We're in New York City. We're also here in Atlanta. We're in several different other markets, guys. And this is how we keep showing up to improve and impact the community. And you know what? You said something that's so important. He was talking about when we were back at home, back at school. We all love getting those new clothes for those proms or even for just going to the school dances. And you know what? Even as adults, we truly enjoy when we go and get something new. So I share this with you. Even at the Book Bank Foundation, guys, now we've been able to dress women from all across the globe. This year, we made the commitment to not only provide clothing for over 1,000 women, something's telling me we're going to probably increase that number as well. And this is a worldwide campaign. So not only do we need your help, we need volunteers, we need your support. You know, whether you just want to help and hang up some of the clothes or whatever the case may be, we have 2 incredible warehouses that we're so grateful that the vision of our chairman, alongside with the CEO, Mr. David Branch, we're really pushing it forward. So thank you so very much, Brandon, for being a part of the GW3 Society, but also being a part of what we're doing with the Book Bank Foundation by elevating not only our skills, I would say our experiences, to pour right back into our men. So thank you, my friend. Thank you. And thank you for being here all the way from the Philippines, guys.
Yes.
All
Couldn't
the way
miss
from
it.
the Philippines. So you know what? We're going to do a tour with Brandon, and you'll see more of that content and more of that footage. But I got something for you. Got a surprise for Brandon, okay?
Oh.
Are you ready? Are you
Oh.
ready?
Good, because I'm excited for this one. It's
We
cold
got
out
one of
there.
our Book Bank Foundation hoodies,
Oh.
okay? Absolutely. So that's something that we want to make sure we show up no matter where we go, because we have work to do. Brandon, are you ready to go to work?
I always ready to work. And you know what?
Tell us.
Those who don't serve, don't serve. They say it in Spanish. El que no sirve, no sirve. So if you, honestly, we're all here to add value to this earth. You know, it's nothing to be sitting out here being all polished and pretty and whatnot, and you're doing nothing for other people. If you got attention on you, what is the attention for?
Yes.
So I make that a big part of my platform as I continue to grow in exposure and grow in knowledge and all these things. It's to really pour back, because what is a platform if it's not to raise other people up? So I'm definitely ready to work. Same way I was ready to come to Atlanta from Miami and ready to go back. But
Yes.
it's guys, may this inspire you to be like a little kid with your ideas and your dreams. And once I touched foot in America, I was like, I got to get to Atlanta. I got to meet Renee. And look, everything fell into place. And here I am. So don't just have these ideas. Make it a plan. And pursue and surround yourself with people of greatness so that you can have opportunities like this. Because you follow Renee Knorr, you now know about the Book Bank Foundation. So be mindful of who you follow and where they're going. And be glad that you have an amazing mentor such as Renee Knorr.
Oh, thank you so very much. My friend, Mr. Brandon, all the way from the Breakfast with Champions. Now you're in our house right here in Atlanta. Our next stop, I think we need to go to the Philippines, ladies. Okay? Would that be fine?
Let's go.
Let's go. Well, guys, we look forward to seeing you on the other side of your greatness. Again, let's make sure you make those donations to the Book Bank Foundation. You know, we are needing your support, and we're right here in the Atlanta area. And soon, you guys will get an opportunity of coming to the launch, the opening of the doors of the brand new location in Buckhead with the Book Bank Foundation. Thank you guys again. We look forward to seeing you on the other side of your greatness. Bye for now.
Earth Hour resonates with my values of being responsible for nature. It is vital for me to ensure a green and great Mother Earth for all generations. I'm inspired to support the movement because I see the impact it has on individuals all around the world. With my 10 million tree planting project, adding more impact to it. Earth Hour is important because it allows us to work towards achieving better resources for nature. Tourism and agriculture are the backbones for Tanzania's economy, and they're also nature-based. So if you don't stop climate change now, these sectors will collapse. I believe in the power of unity and that the climate crisis is a matter of urgency.